This match was released first for our members on YouTube and Patreon. Becoming a member is the only way to watch all Purpose Wrestling shows presented in full. Thank you to all these YouTube and Patreon members who help us bring Purpose Wrestling to you. To support Purpose Wrestling, become a member at purposewrestling.com/members. Link in the description. Purpose Wrestling, for the love of wrestling.
We're back with singles action, Rexy boy, and we've got a huge debut. I am buzzing to have Emersyn Jayne making her way into the library for her Purpose Wrestling debut.
I think to say that we are both excited for this match is an understatement, Bobby. One of my favourite wrestlers in Purpose at the moment, going against what is arguably one of the best wrestlers in the country at the moment as well.
Emersyn Jayne has made her name all up and down the country and further afield. She is here to take on another established talent, Alexander Roth, based firmly in London but does travel around as well. London's best, gotta be said, one of London's best, Alexander Roth, taking on one of the country's best, Emersyn Jayne. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Two people who are so explosive, so quick.
I think, Bobby, there's only been a handful of people that I've seen debut in Purpose that have a reputation already before they turn up, and I think you can definitely count Emersyn Jayne in that category. There's not a lot she can't do, and I think there's a lot that she will do to Alexander Roth to try and get that win today.
Speaking of a reputation, tough as nails, the Wolf of Broad Street, repping South London, likes nothing more than a scrap in the Clifton on a Saturday night, Alexander Roth. Roth come up short against a very game Levi Muir in his last appearance, but that's just a small roadblock as far as the career of Roth is concerned. Wins a lot, winning all over the country, coming from big wins in other promotions as well, carrying multiple pieces of gold.
I mean, you think about the run he had as UKPW World Champion. We're talking over 1,000 days, Bobby. This man is multiversal. He's got championships coming out of his left elbow. You Google cool, you Google charisma, you Google quick, you Google explosivity, you Google anything to do with professional wrestling. I could use all the superlatives, and Alexander Roth is the result search find that will come up.
The crowd split down the middle. Chance of Multiversal and Emersyn. Since the booking committee got this match finalised with both combatants, I have been energised for this one.
The exact same for me.
The last announcement on the card.
Oh, that's what we like to see. Here we go.
Sporting handshake. Here we go. Tie up in the middle. Emersyn Jayne immediately grabbing wrist control from Roth, dragging him down to the mat, knee to the jaw.
She's letting him know, Bobby. She's letting him know.
Roth knows his way out of most holds. Can Jayne find something that's going to surprise the multiversal Alexander Roth? Arm drag straight into a lock as well. Knee on the side of the head. Trap that shoulder.
She's letting him know, Bobby. She's letting him know. She is not someone to be messed with. She knows what she's doing. Roth giving her a look. You can tell he's surprised. Look.
What? This match feels like it's very even. In terms of athleticism, you're looking at a pretty even split. Power, slight advantage to Roth. Technical ability, slight advantage to Emersyn. This could go either way.
Yeah, it's cut pretty fine down the middle at the moment, Bobby, isn't it? I think it could come down to who makes the first mistake here.
Half Nelson. Now into a cravat. There's that technical ability I was speaking about of Emersyn Jayne.
Roth, rightfully so, trying to break the elbow there. If you can break down on the elbow, you can get the grip off, but Emersyn Jayne's got the end too tight.
And there's the smarts, the ring awareness of Alexander Roth.
Yeah, doing the right thing there. Right thing there. So that was a hard one to get out of. It's, you know, if in doubt, go for the ropes.
Couldn't reach with his hands, but knew that his legs were just in range. You don't see that enough in a standing hold, people using their legs. The legs are longer than arms. You don't see it very often, people going for the ropes.
Good awareness from Roth. Even better awareness from Emersyn Jayne there, you see. Switched him round. Oh, here we go. Round.
Very confusing. Roth dizzy into a cover, manages to kick out.
Probably doesn't
too, but Jayne really got the number of Roth in the early going. And there's that extra power I was talking about. Just levelling Jayne.
And it speaks to the experience, Bobby. It speaks to the experience of Alexander Roth, that he can just sort of absorb that pressure, that his opponent being all over him, and just, you know, at the right moment get back on top. Just like this, cool, calm and collected as always.
Counter to a leapfrog with a fireman's carry. Emersyn Jayne makes her way back to the mat.
Oh!
Springboard, Hurricane Rana. What a move by Emersyn Jayne, wiping out Roth. Here she comes, head of steam, forearm misses. Move by Roth. There's that speed of Alexander Roth. Sends Emersyn off. Back elbow.
Oh.
The height he gets, the vertical leap of Alexander Roth, unreal.
Emersyn Jayne really rocks by that one, as you can tell. Not quite getting up just yet.
Roth stalking his prey. The wolf eyeing up Emersyn Jayne. European uppercut.
And this is what I mean about Roth. He's, you know, he can absorb this sort of pressure and he doesn't feel like he needs to rush. He knows that he's in control. Oh, but Emersyn Jayne back. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Jayne.
Oh!
What is that? Rolls through and another Hurricane Run. I've never seen anyone roll through a hold like that.
I've never seen anything like that. My goodness. Oh, she
leaping forearm.
She put everything behind that.
What a float over by Jayne. Unreal athleticism, crossbody off the middle, into the cover. This one could be over. Emersyn Jayne nearly getting a win on her Purpose debut over an established Purpose favourite like Roth.
Deep hook inside cover on the leg there for that pin. I think Roth really had to put everything into getting out of that. He's struggling on the outside now.
Jayne leaps to the apron, goes for a kick. Roth sees it coming, looks to reverse.
Oh!
What a handspring! Cartwheel using the middle rope, drop kick Roth on the chest. Unreal athleticism. I've never seen that counter to a leg sweep before.
The innovation of Emersyn Jayne, Bobby. I'm seeing stuff here that I've never seen before. And, you know, this is us just sitting behind the commentary booth. What's Roth thinking? Roth's got to be thinking, he isn't going to know what's going to come his way now. Trying to get some space here. Good idea.
Again, you don't get this one in the Clifton on a Saturday night. It's only a pull cue coming in.
Yeah, don't. He's got to keep his eyes on Emersyn Jayne, though.
Here she goes off the top. Shotgun style drop kick wipes out Jayne. Unreal athleticism one more time into the cover. Kick it out at 2. Referee Oscar right on top of that cover. Roth had to really be with it then to kick out.
That was a deep cover again there. Good technical, the basics of wrestling there. The Emersyn Jayne showing. It just means that Roth's got to put that extra bit of effort into trying to get out of these pins. Trying to create some space from Roth there. Like we said, if in doubt, kick him in the gut.
When it comes to a one-on-one striking match, you've got to think Roth would have the advantage, but he's taken such a beating in this match.
I think when you see innovation heading your way, and, you know, someone getting out of a hold, getting out of a move in a way that you've never seen before, it just adds an extra layer of hesitation. You're not sure what you're going to expect, and if you start second-guessing yourself in wrestling, you're often going to be the one that loses.
Jayne on the second rope.
Oh no!
Roth sees it coming, sweeps the leg out. Jayne's neck bouncing off that top turnbuckle. There's just a metal ring under that padding.
Bobby, the whiplash. Did you see that? The whiplash on the neck there.
Hooks the leg on the rope, kicks it out, and a series of strikes. There it is. Troubling Croydon.
Oh, that's that.
Wipes out Jayne into the cover. She's
it
out. Emersyn Jayne, it's her turn to show what she's got, to show that she can kick out of some of this brutal offense from Roth.
And when you talk about the experience of Alexander Roth, like we were saying, you know, he capitalised. We got that horrible whiplash off the turnbuckle there. But what does he do? Follows it up immediately. 2 kicks to the gut, 2 kicks to the head, into a pin. And that is why he is the Wolf of Broad Street.
But Emersyn Jayne, happy to have a brawl with anyone.
Oh.
But the open hand strike, that palm strike, Jayne rocked.
That's what I mean, Roth. Sometimes and not even sometimes, oftentimes he can hit you right on the money, right in that part of your jaw where just suddenly your legs turn to jelly, and that's what we saw with Emersyn Jayne. The wherewithal she had to kick out there is incredible.
The mixture of things happen when you get hit like that. You get an adrenaline spike, and then your legs go wobbly, and then Roth just Irish whipping Emersyn into that turnbuckle.
I think that's a ribs. That's a ribs, Bobby, wasn't it? That's straight in, right in the side. You know, I mean, she could have some fractured ribs here. Oh no!
And again, Roth, the tag team expert, but using the turnbuckle as a tag team partner this time.
You got to believe that's just driving all the air out of her lungs. But also, I mean, she's got to be struggling to breathe now. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a sort of cracked rib there.
Here comes Roth. Jayne seems to come in back elbow. Step up Enziguri, using the ropes to help her stay up, trying to stop that wobbliness from getting through her one more time. Taking aim from the second. Just a knee from the second rope. Never seen anyone hit a knee like that. Amazing move from Emersyn Jayne. Really rocking Alexander Roth.
Oh, calling on the Purpose Faithful to give her that extra energy. Just didn't have it in her for the cover. But knows that she needs to capitalise here. She's going to... I wonder what she's got in the bag now. Oh, no.
Here comes Roth. Swings wildly. Starting to look rocked himself after that knee. And we've seen this series of strikes before. The fans now kind of getting behind Emersyn Jayne. There's still a smattering chanting for Roth. Roth doesn't care. Roth is always here for a fight.
Oh, the classic.
He avoids it. Here comes the lariat. Misses. German suplex by Emersyn Jayne. Sends Roth inside out. That leverage, unbelievable torque. Crossbody through the midsection, lands on the apron herself. Boot Roth in the face.
Floats through, boots him in the mush. What's she got planned now?
What a great move, getting herself into such an advantageous position to climb the second rope. Meteor to the back of the head.
That's
Jayne straight to the cover.
That's got to be it, Bobby. That's got to be it.
We are done here. Emersyn Jayne, I was going to say wins her debut, but Roth kick it out at the last second.
Oh, I mean, I think Roth gave everything he had left to get out of that kick out. I don't know if he's got much left in him. Meteor to the back of the head.
Been hitting the head a couple of times by knees now. Got to be feeling wobbly. Rolls through. Looks for a sunset flip. Roll up. Emersyn Jayne still got far too much left in the tank. Fireman's carry.
Puts him up.
Roth sends Jayne into the corner. She looks to crossbody again. Roth sees it coming. Loads up. Short lariat. Unbelievable pressure. Unbelievable torque into the cover. Jayne could be out.
Oh my gosh. Off with her head, Bobby. Goodness me.
Winds that up like a baseball slugger.
Oh, here we go.
Up in the air. That landslide in the middle of the ring into the cover. Jayne kicking out at two. No coverage over the shoulders. A hook in the leg, but no coverage over the shoulders. That may have made the difference there.
I think Roth thought he had that in the bag. You can tell by the look on his face. I think he thought Emersyn Jayne was down for the three. But what we're learning quickly, very, very quickly, Bobby, is that you cannot count Emersyn Jayne out. I think Roth's going to have to reach deep into his bag of tricks for this.
We can see why Jayne has had the success she's had around the country. Avoids the Superman punch. Enziguri, not even a step up, just got her entire body out there. Another German suplex. That might have even been a full Nelson or half and half.
Oh, if in doubt,
Snapdragon.
Dump him on his... Oh!
Running knee. That's it, he's out. Emersyn Jayne has won her purpose debut.
There's
no way Alexander Roth kicking out. I cannot believe Roth had enough to kick out. He's been kneed in the head 3 times.
The fortitude, Bobby, the fortitude, the toughness of both these competitors that is being put on display here at the Merton Art Space. My goodness.
I described on his entrance how tough Roth is, but there's only, like, if you go unconscious, no matter how tough you are, you can't kick out of a pin.
Well, you can be tough, but if you get punched in the head and you're knocked out, we're all the same. We're in that situation. Emersyn Jayne here.
Jayne looking for a moonsault. Moonsault comes out. Roth gets the knees up in the gut. Stacks high.
Oh, high stack.
Real big stack. And gets the win. As you said, you called it a mistake. A small mistake by Emersyn Jayne. Didn't have Roth in position enough.
I don't think Roth can believe it himself, Bobby. And like we said, that was so evenly down the line. I mean, you couldn't have said he was going to win at any moment in that match. And Emersyn Jayne just made one mistake, and I think Roth knows it. I think Roth knows how lucky he was. One mistake, and Roth won.
That gap opened up, allowed Roth the opening.
See, he knows. And that's a testament to Alexander Roth as well.
I want to say that I think Roth took more of a beating in this match. He just found that gap, found that hole.
Look, he's telling her. You know, you just made a mistake and I capitalised on it. I barely got out of that with my life, is what Roth is telling her.
Emersyn Jayne, nothing to be ashamed of. She nearly had one of the best wrestlers in the country beat.
She can leave Purpose with her head held high. Very, very high. I'm impressed. I think you're impressed, Bobby. I think the Purpose faithful are impressed as well.
Emersyn Jayne, a hell of a debut, but a win for Alexander Roth. Gets that momentum train rolling, and you never know, there could be more gold glittering in the eyes of Alexander Roth.
So what's that, 2 for 2? Just beat Emersyn Jayne. That was, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was pretty close. It was pretty close. It was literally right there. But she made that fatal mistake. See, she made a mistake. She thought she could use the moon against the wolf. And well, we know how that went. 1, 2, 3, I am the victor. So, all my focus, tunnel vision. The only thing I can see in my future right now is that Purpose Wrestling Championship. Now, if you know anything about Alexander Roth, you know I'm the gold holder. Eventually I get to a company, I win their gold, I become the longest reigning. I've done it once, I've done it twice, I've done it about 3, 4, 5 times now. It's just something that I do, hence why I'm the gold holder. So, Nino, I'll be watching your match tonight. Not gonna lie, I got high hopes that you might just overcome Mark Trew and you'll continue to be our Purpose Wrestling champion. So, with that said, I'll see you down the road. 87 ways to die. Choose one.
Thank you for watching Purpose Wrestling. Don't miss any of the great pro wrestling action live in Wimbledon. Join us at the Merton Art Space. All details for tickets in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to the Purpose Wrestling YouTube channel for more great matches. Thank you for watching and see you next time.